start assembly, use workshop.
Good afternoon, EIS. This is the second time I've done this because we forgot to press the record button. So, good afternoon, everybody. I hope, first of all, that you all have a fantastically lovely summer. Make sure you practice your English, make sure you keep reading, make sure you get outside and have lots of lovely fresh air after being inside for 3 months. This is a sad time of year as well because we have to say goodbye to members of staff. And this can be tough, but this is life, guys. In your lifetime, you will meet thousands of people, and some you will know for years, and some you will only know for a brief amount of time. So first of all, I would just like to say thank you very much and goodbye to Mr. McPherson, who has been an excellent head of secondary and also ran the school while Mr. Bruce wasn't here. So I'd like to say good luck and hope you enjoy your new job. Miss Grayling, Miss Marna, is leaving us as well, so thank you very much, and thank you for all your hard work and for jazzing the school up and making it look nicer. Thank you for that. I'd also like to say goodbye to Miss Pollard. Thank you for everything you've done for year one. Thank you for what you did for the Key Stage 4 guys over at the East Campus. You've all worked really hard this year, so thank you very much. We're also saying goodbye to some of our Russian staff. So I'm just going to reel off the names, first of all. So Miss Elizabeth in French, Miss Lily in Russian, Miss Elena in Russian, and Miss Marina in music. And it's really sad to say goodbye to all these members of staff, but we do have new members of staff coming, and they will be coming over from East and also from the UK. So, and do you know what? I cannot believe that I have forgotten to say goodbye to the two most important people, obviously, in the school, to Miss Jackie and to Mr. Visser. Thank you so much. Miss Jackie, you have been absolutely amazing with EYFS. I think everyone will agree, including parents. And Mr. Visser, thank you very much for your lovely geography lessons. And we wish everybody the best of luck with what they're doing in the future, whether they're staying in Moscow or whether they're going. Mr. Jones-Parry also won't be back next year. And I will be teaching you history along with our new humanities teacher as well. So you're going to be seeing quite a lot of me in the classroom. So, Miss Elizabeth. I said Miss Elizabeth.
Oh,
don't see, this is a problem when you have too many people, get involved. Basically, guys, have an amazing summer. I'm going to hand over to my amazing colleagues, to Mr. Daglish, to Mr. Marsh, and to Mr. McPherson to say goodbye to you for the summer. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mrs. It's fantastic. And it is very correct. Too many cooks in the kitchen causing a problem. All right. Welcome, EIS. Hard to believe that we are here. We are going to try and squeak this in as best as we possibly can. You may notice that we are back in class for the first time in a very long time. So we are here right now, sitting in the cafeteria, looking forward to a beautiful summer break. And we do have a very, very, very special assembly for you today. Not only are we giving the stars of the year, not only saying goodbye, Mr. Daglish, but it has been an outstanding journey to reach this point.
It's definitely been an interesting journey, Mr. Marsh, and while I have the floor, if you don't mind, gentlemen, I'm just going to show everybody my little diorama from Mira, going to Brussels, and that's me and her, and I think we're in the classroom, and I'll give you this little touch here, Mr. Marsh, just take me out, but I'll be very careful because I'm not getting younger, and I've got a number on the back for the football, so Mira, all the best, young one, and thank you for that, and to your mum for all the Hungarian food in Africa.
It is always nice getting gifts of food, especially from a teacher. Well, this year, again, boys and girls, as you know, has been an exceptional year, full of challenges, but more to the point, boys and girls, you're still here. So just want to say a huge congratulations to every one of you that did not give up. You persevered, You pushed through. Every one of us have faced challenges that none of us have faced before, but it just goes to show you what you are really capable of when you try and when you don't give up. So fantastic job for making it to the end of the year, and I'm sure Mr. McPherson will have some kind words to say about the secondary students that push through all of this as well. But
yeah, well, he may have some words to say, but will they be kind? And, that's the question. So, look in his eyes. There's something boiling beneath the surface. So, was that an amazing segue, or yeah?
I'm not sure that was an amazing segue. But speaking of amazing things that we've done, we did have a very special assembly, and this year we're trying something very, very brand new. And this year we are giving out 2, not 1, but 2 stars of the year for each class. So Mr. Daglish has Key Stage 1, I've got the Key Stage 2 teachers, and Mr. McPherson has Key Stage 3 and up, all ready to share. Your teachers will send these to you later today, so keep an eye on your email.
Yes, well, that's better. I thought it was a better segue, Mr. Marsh. It's more that's more what you've made of, isn't it? Yeah. Isn't it strange when we're actually looking at each other?
Yeah, it feels weird actually having, we actually we were going to do this in our own classrooms just to keep it long.
Yeah, to keep the structure, Okay, thank you, Mr. Marsh. Right, so 2 awards, as Mr. Marsh says. We'll start with early years, okay? I think I'll start with effort as I go through, and then I'll go to the start of the year as well. If there's any noises on there, it's my laptop, so apologies, okay? My kids ring me on Teams, I'll go crazy. I will go crazy. Right, I'll start with the effort, because as Mr. Marsh said, there's 2 awards, one's for effort, one's for like an overall star of the year. So, for continued hard work, she has worked really hard in class, particularly over the past 14 weeks online learning. Her work is well done, and Miss Jackie was particularly proud of her effort when she told the story of the 3 little pigs. Well done, and keep up the amazing work. Can you remember that one?
I think it might be Manuela.
No. Remember on the pad that page?
Oh, Mr. Daglish, you are testing my memory here, which is not famous for being 100% right.
For all that effort, it was Anna. Okay, little Anna.
Oh, little Anna.
Yes. Can you remember which one?
Now I remember.
Oh,
Mr. Daglish.
Mr.
McPherson's running away.
Destroying the So Anna, little Anna, effort, trying your best. Good girl, well done. That's a big award. Okay, so we come to maybe the class is the big one. You think the class is the big one? Or they're equal? I
think they're equal.
Different, little different, but the same.
They're equal. They're both really important.
Yeah, even though she only started in January, her progress has been phenomenal. That means very, very good. She has a positive attitude and works really hard in class and online. She's shown dedication and commitment, maintaining the high standards. Miss Jackie is so pleased, and she believes that she fully deserves this overall star of the year. And it's Manuela. Well done, Manuela. Well done, Anna. Congratulations, the 2 biggies. And if you notice, I'm still got me high tech.
That's all right. I'm equally high tech, as is Mr. McPherson.
Yeah.
Teacher tech.
Never let you down. Unless there's a fire. We're all in trouble. Okay, Miss Pollard, year 1. And I will start with the effort award just to keep the structure. As Mr. Marsh is saying, right, effort all year. Miss Pollard, year 1, for always trying his best in every lesson. He's made good progress in all subjects and improved his standard of work throughout the year. Great effort in becoming more responsible for his work by completing tasks independently by yourself and also seeking support when needed. So if you needed a hand, you were there to get it as well. So excellent all-round effort, and that goes to Sasha, year 1, Sasha. Good boy. Right, here comes the equally important star of the year, overall academic one, whichever you like to say, for working consistently at a high standard. maintaining a positive attitude towards his work, always being ready to learn. We're approaching everything with an open mind and keep going until he understands. So even if you don't understand, you keep on going until you get there, which is very important. Always being on a mission to improve his work and setting the bar high for himself. Okay, so that goes to Inu. So Inu, congratulations. I'm not surprised by that. That kid has stood out, got to say. So well done, you. So now then, my God, here we go. Now, obviously, it's a very difficult awards to hand out, and I've got to say I've had a very, very good year with this class in all areas. So this was difficult, and it could have gone to lots of different people. Okay, but it can only be two. Not there can only be one. Remember Highlander? There can only be one. There can only be two. So effort. Right. Let me put this into perspective. Every assignment, every piece of homework, every optional work, including crazy scientific experiments, have been done all year. 100%. Everything asked. Even the stuff that you didn't really have to do, it was done. So if that is not effort, I don't know what is. Okay, and another thing as well, I spoke to this young boy's father at one point, I think it was early January, and he was concerned a little bit about the English, okay, because of the reports. And he said, would this young chap be able to get to this level by the end of the year? I said, no, I don't think so. It's impossible. It's impossible. I've never seen that done before, and I can't see it. But he's still doing well, okay? We'll still push him on. But guess what? For the first time in 41 years on this planet, I was wrong. This guy did it, and he proven me wrong, and I don't mind being proven wrong in this situation. And we'll delete this video afterwards in case this ever gets brought up again. Okay? So congratulations to Miller. So Miller, and I'm talking about your English. 100% effort all the time, Miller. Extraordinary, congratulations. Right, overall start of the year. Very difficult decision, okay? I've had to go back and look through different things, okay? I like to talk about more than one aspect, okay? So if somebody does very well, it's not just because they've done well in the classroom, they've done well in every part of school life, okay? So this person writes amazing stories, very entertaining, love to read them, non-fiction or fiction, fantastic, it's excellent at art. I'll not tell you the specific art that this person specializes in, I'll just give it away. I've seen this person really grow in confidence throughout the year, and at the beginning we get frustrated and maybe couldn't find the right word in English because I knew this person knew what it was in their head, but they couldn't put it across. Sometimes a person would get upset, which is normal. But now it's found strategies to work around that, okay, and that's disappearing. Also, I'm seeing things like, even if we play football outside and you get the old football in the face, Mr. McPherson, it's a terrible thing. But when you're little, at my lot's age, it's a big deal. And to get back up and to get on with it, that takes some doing. That's very resilient. And this person couldn't even use the hula hoop at the beginning of the year. And now it looks like she should be joining the circus because she's that good with the hula hoop. And let me finish on this one final note. I checked through the Abacus scores for the assessment, okay? The highest possible score you can get throughout the year is 180, okay? With all your marks together, 180 would be the top score. This person scored 178. 178 out of 180, which is not good enough. You should have gotten 179, 180. So I can't say any more than that. Start of the year, Sana Hazagawa, congratulations. Well done.
Well, as we move into Key Stage 2, we're going to do things a little bit, tiny bit different. We sort of talked amongst ourselves and we decided what we thought was, you know, not just necessarily important, but things that we thought, you know, made the students really shine. So we've chosen to do 2 different stars for each. One for academic, because as you start to get into Key Stage 2 and start to move towards Key Stage 3, becomes a lot more about academics and whether you can see your strengths in that as you move into secondary, because they're much more important. And an overall overarching star of So we'll start with year 3, and we will begin with the academic. And this person has made great progress, is always enthusiastic about learning and works hard. Enjoys challenges and shares his ideas articulately, unlike how Mr. Marsh is speaking at this moment. Due to his clear understanding of many tasks, he often shares instructions in Korean to support others. I think it might have given it away. Well done. The academic star for year 3 goes to Juwon. So well done. And this young man, he was an exceptional young man. Words cannot even explain. And I completely agree with Mr. Hutting's choice on this one for the overall star. This person always tries his hardest. Even when things are difficult, you will never find this boy giving up, ever. Even during sports week, he was up doing burpees, he was doing jumping jacks, and it's not a simple task for him, but he does not give up, and that's fantastic to see. He works hard to be independent in class, and there is no doubt he has become more and more independent in the 2 years that he's been here. It's just been a treat to watch. Consistently does work to a good standard. He is a good friend. He is respected by everyone around the school, staff, students, teachers, everybody is a fan of this young man. And always showing a positive attitude to everything he does in school and being a positive attitude to others. So the overall star of the year for year 3 goes to Mo Yang. So outstanding. And in year 4, sneakily talk to your class teacher to get these and from academic. He has achieved consistent, excellent results in all of his work. He works to the very best of his abilities and everything that he does, and he completes every single task that he is given, and without question, I agree with this 100%. The academic star in year 4 goes to Sebastian. Well done, Sebastian. Good job. Good job.
Particularly performed well in the sports day as well, Mr. Marsh, because he was one from my gang and he got the top scores. So,
well, Sebastian, and he did a really good job last year in the musical, just all around. And not only made, so the overall star for year 4 has not only made significant progress in maths and English this year, but her attitude. And a lot of times you'll find that your attitude makes a lot of difference in life. You know, your attitude and your willingness to try, and your willingness to learn new things is really, really important. And whenever she came up with a challenge, she persevered over top of it. And that's the key. You don't give up, you just push and you keep fighting and keep going. And so the overall star of the year for year 4 goes to Rose. Well done, Rose. Excellent. And we head to year 5 with Miss Peoples. Miss Peoples is very famous for writing small little novels about the things that she has done. The academic star of the year, believe it or not, covers a couple pages. Not quite. The academic star of the year began very strongly but faced challenges, especially learning to develop his English language, but always works very hard and never gives up. He puts 100% of his effort into all subjects, including his math. He's well ahead in math and has worked to get out of EAL into mainstream English. Okay? Does everything with enthusiasm and care in all of his academic work. So this really, really well done. This goes to Yo. So well done, Yo. These 2 names in year 5, Mr. Daglish, I'm very sure we've said them a fair few times over the last many weeks. The overall star is about attitude towards learning. She approaches every subject with a never gives up, is always happy, and there's no doubt about that. She is one very happy, very clever, very bright, but it's that positive attitude, the positive attitude towards learning and wanting to succeed. And so for never faltering, completing everything, working calmly, and just being a fantastic all-around student, the overall star for year 5 goes to Dakota. So well done, Dakota. In year 6, we have something special. Well, we have something special in year 6 because I have not done book 3. I'll explain in a minute why that is. So for my academic star of the year, this student takes his work very seriously, sometimes too seriously, and spends hours arguing with me that he was correct. But takes it too seriously sometimes, but he always does his best to achieve his highest academic results possible. He's focused and he works very hard, and he tries to learn from his mistakes so that he doesn't repeat them. So really well done. My academic star goes to Richiro. So good job, Richiro. Well done. My overall star, this student always comes with a very positive attitude, and I'm very sure that both of these gentlemen here know exactly who this is. Works very hard in class, but always takes time to help her fellow classmates. So puts other people, not just, always does her own work, but puts other people just as important as she puts herself. So she's not only great as a student, she's a good friend. She's very helpful and supportive of students and staff, and just takes part in everything, just makes the most out of her life at school. So this star of the year goes to Amalia. So well done, Amalia. And now we have something a little bit special. For those of you that are not sure, our school is part of the COBIS, which is the Council of British International Schools. And this year, they have asked us to recognize outstanding students and outstanding achievement, not just in EIS, not just in Moscow, but around the world. And we were asked, Mr. McPherson and myself were asked to nominate students from Key Stage 2, 3, and EIS. And we are absolutely delighted that 3 of our students were chosen as winners, not just in Moscow, but around all Council of British International Schools around the world. So this year, they had asked us to come across and nominate children for excellence in schools. And we put in our nominations, and just to show that they have done but individual achievements rather, and contributed to a greater aspect of school life. So in Key Stage 2, I am very delighted to say that the winner of this year was in Year 6. And for making an outstanding contribution to the school, this student has won an award for outstanding effort. And I'm very delighted to say that the winner from primary is Ayana Bradley. So outstanding work. This is absolutely fantastic. Brilliant. Mr. McPherson. We'll send them.
Okay, right. Hi, EIS Southwest. It's very nice to be here. Gentlemen, the 3 of us here, I feel very honoured to be joining you here. It's the first time secondary have been invited or have gate crashed the primary assembly. So it is the end of year, and it's sad that I'm looking into the computer and not looking out at our vast hall and our vast numbers of people from all through our year groups, our families, our teachers, and fortunate that we're doing it online because of circumstances. But thank you, gentlemen, for arranging this. I'm very happy to be here. This year has again been another successful year here in the EIS Southwest, albeit the last few months have been rather unusual to be. But I must say a big thanks to all my colleagues and also all the pupils for ensuring that the last few months have been successful and that learning online, Canvas and Zoom and Microsoft Teams has been successful, and we've developed, carried on, and I think we can say job well done to everybody. I think so. Thank you, teachers, thank you, pupils, thank you, parents, for being very supportive for the last few months. Also, I know I'm here. Just trying to think through. It's a bit dusty up here. I do have here in front of me a list of pupils who are going to be receiving our end of year merit certificate awards for secondary. Bit different in secondary, in which we don't, teachers don't nominate one person per year group or per subject. Solely, it's a team effort. So my colleagues and I, we have been discussing, we've been chatting, we've been debating, we've been saying yes, we've been saying no, we've been positives, we've been more positive, that person, this person, arguing for weeks on end about who should get the certificates. Because truly, you're all wonderful, you're all great, you all work hard, you've all made tremendous, put in tremendous effort and had good successes throughout the whole year. And it is very, very difficult for us teachers to choose individuals. However, after much arguing, much debating, we have finalised the list. So, for the secondary, end of year merit certificates, the winners are, I've got a piece of paper here in front of me.
High tech.
High tech, it is very, very high tech. Piece of paper here on the other side, which is Marshall's. Okay. Will say, I think Mr. Marsh said earlier, that the winners of these certificates will have them emailed out to your parents over the next few days. Those that will happen. Okay, so let's get on with the awards. Gentlemen, can I have a drum roll, please? Starting in year 7 with effort. This person is a very quiet individual, very serious, very studious, takes his or her studies very seriously, always does the homework, always hands in assignments, and over the year has gained far more confidence, be a far stronger character both inside the classroom and outside the classroom. And this has been reflected in all lessons and throughout the school as well. I'd like to say that the effort winner for year 7 this year is Farhad. Farhad was also an excellent lawyer in our Christmas Boxing Loan production. He died with grace and being splattered with many bullets from.
I remember that.
Yeah. He died. Well done.
He looked like a lawyer, didn't he?
Yeah.
He looked exactly like
quiet and thinking and analysing.
Studious.
So well done, Farhad. Okay, now for the academic achievement in year 7 this year, this was a tough one because there's many pupils who deserve this, but it's been awarded to somebody who has consistently achieved top grades throughout the whole year from day 1 right through until the end. Worked very hard during lockdown as well, did all the work which was requested of him or her, did very well in the end of year assessment, and has proved to be an academically strong person in all subjects throughout the curriculum. The winner of the Academic Achievement Award for year 7 this year is Anton. Anton is a young man who works hard, discusses hard. I must admit, he does discuss hard many topics, and he's a joy to have in the classroom as we've had many debates and discussions about many topics. So Anton, well done, well done. And Anton as well, you are a fantastic cleaner and dancer and singer in Bugsy Malone as well. So remember that as well. That's fantastic. Moving into year 8. The person who has won the effort award for year 8, again, is another individual who, when he or she arrived in school, was a rather quiet character, but has gained more confidence over the last year and is an enthusiastic member of the school community and the class. He or she enjoys taking part in all aspects of school and works very hard. The English level on arrival at school was a little bit low, but this person has worked very hard throughout the year to develop his or her English, and is now at a stage where they're able to easily communicate with teachers and pupils alike. So we're able to talk about lots of different things, especially football. And the person who is receiving the effort award for year 8 this year is Yid. Well done, Yid. Yid as well was a very fantastic undertaker in Bugsy Malone, and he always carried the bodies out of the hall with grace. I think we've got to put 5 body counts. I think there's 5 or 6 body counts. Okay, so well done, Yid. Okay, now for the academic achievement for year 8. This is a young person who has, throughout his or her academic career in primary and community secondary, has always proved to be a very strong academic person. Is very keen to develop in all areas. Is very studious, very keen, and is very open to development, and is very humble about it as well, and consistently gets top marks. The one gripe I do have is handwriting, so that's a bit of a clue. But in this digital age, handwriting is not that important. I don't think it's going to be a doctor. I know, but handwriting is important. Handwriting. You come through my classroom, you know that. And this person has consistently got top grades throughout the year in all subject areas, and I'm very happy to announce that the academic winner for year 8 this year is Mark.
I promise you, Mr. McPherson, that my students will tell you much the same about my handwriting, and quite often that it is much like a dog.
Well done, well done.
So,
Say no more, say no more.
But Mark, well done, congratulations, and well done that. And also, you were a fantastic Bugsy Malone in Bugsy Malone, so thanks for bringing New York glamour to EIS. Yes, maths. Now moving on to year 9. Year 9 is a smaller class. We've had lots of fun in class. It's a very small, but very friendly, jovial class, and we've discussed lots of different topics, analysed lots of different things, as they have in different classes as well. But there's one person in particular who's always striving to develop him or herself, is very keen in all subjects, wishes to improve his or her English far more, so is able to embrace school far more. And the English this year has developed a lot more, and this person is now able to comfortably handle him or herself around school, and that is related into the classwork effort in all subjects throughout the school and curriculum. And I'm very happy to announce that the effort merit award winner for year 9 is Eugene. Eugene as well, you are a fantastic dancer in Bugsy Malone. Your character's name I completely forget, but you were Fat Sam's girlfriend, and you played it with very elegance, and you were a great dancer and singer as well, so well done. Okay, good. Now, moving on to the academic award for year 9. Again, there's another person who has consistently achieved top grades since arriving on day 1. It's a pleasure to have in the classroom, is so enthusiastic in all areas of his or her learning, embraces all subjects with equal enthusiasm, is open to critique and advice from teachers, is very humble about his or her abilities and consistent top grades, and we're sure that moving on to the next stage of this person's education, this person will truly succeed and get top grades in the IGCSEs and future examination courses. And I'm very happy to announce that the winner for Year 9 Academic Award is Kat. Kat, you are fantastic. That's Sam. Okay, very good. It was wonderful. Okay, now we do have one more certificates award here in secondary, and this goes to one of our pupils in our IGCSE class. Now, circumstances this year have meant that all IGCSE and A-level examinations throughout the whole world have been cancelled, which did cause a little bit of panic and fear and quite a lot of questions back in early spring when this was announced from the UK. We're all like, oh, what's going to happen here? There has been a system put in place by both Edexcel and Cambridge and examination companies to ensure that pupils are awarded certificates later in the summer. I won't go into it because it's rather complicated, but us teachers have dealt with it. And with that, we've kept the pupils in the class focused and on track to ensure that they're producing the work to provide us evidence to support their grades. There's one person in particular who has, I have to commend immensely for carrying on with the situation, not carrying on, but dealing with the situation with the coronavirus, the cancellation of all examinations, Russia going into lockdown, online learning, distance learning, all that. And this person has coped admirably with it and has been a pleasure to teach. He's a quiet individual, but is keen to develop and succeed. And I've had great discussions with him over the last few years. This person's moving on to Bachelor Degrees, is actually moving on to Germany this summer, and we wish him all the best. And the winner of the certificate for the IGC examination course is Ivan. Ivan's participation in Bugsy Malone was behind the scenes. He wasn't physically on stage, he was behind the scenes, and he assisted myself and my colleagues when we were running it, so thanks for that. And also, Ivan, you've been a very good role model to your peers and younger pupils of the school. You're well liked and well respected both by your teachers and your pupils, and we're sure that you'll be successful when the results come out in a few seconds. I'll be quiet in a few seconds. The results come out in a few weeks' time, and good luck in your new school in Germany, and please keep in touch. Good luck.
Well done, Ivan.
Gentlemen.
Van got his Duke of Edinburgh as well, didn't he?
He did, yes. And Ivan, congratulations. Thank you to Mr. Douglas. You got your Duke of Edinburgh award scheme as well. So,
yeah, bronze award, yeah, well done. Good lad.
And the final thing I want to say, I've mentioned it a few times, Bugsy Malone, I think that was the highlight of the year for secondary. We were looking towards having other events in secondary, but sadly lockdown stopped all that.
Yeah.
So Bugsy Malone was fantastic. You all did well because it was a whole school, whole secondary event. So well done, guys. Gentlemen, thank you for having secondary as part of your.
No, it's been a pleasure. It's been a
Thank you very
pleasure.
much.
It's nice to hear about the different students in the school and stuff, you know.
Thank you.
Absolutely is.
And well done to everybody in primary.
Yeah. Well, boys and girls and children of all ages and parents and wherever you may be in this world, okay, we would just want to say a wonderful and Mr. Daglish for your students weren't listening and they did.
Sana, right on cue. Are we going to do maths frame? Yes, Sana. We will have a game on maths frame. Don't worry.
Mr. Douglas, you're late for your lesson.
It's 1 o'clock. Look at the time, Sana. I've just given you the start of the year.
Well, wherever you happen to be in this world, whether you're watching this on YouTube or watching this later on, just understand how amazingly impressed that we all are, all of the effort that you have put in. It is a fantastic challenge to deal with this global pandemic that's going on, having to learn for your teachers how to do their careers in a brand new way immediately. And you as well, having to adjust how you become a student, something that you've known your whole life, and just having to learn a brand new way. We all got pushed in the deep end, but you're still here. And just don't forget that that skill will take you through life a very long way. That ability to persevere, to overcome, to face challenges, to not give up. You should be absolutely proud of yourselves for all of the things that you've done to be here at this moment. So a huge congratulations and a huge thank you to all the moms, dads, parents, nannies, cousins, older brothers and sisters that have helped your teachers and helped you get this far. And we wish you a very wonderful, happy, lovely summer. And we really hope to see you in the fall.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, well done, guys. Yeah, I'll second that.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
So on behalf of Mr. Daglish, Mr. McPherson, and myself, we wish you a very happy summer. And we will see you in September.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Well done.
Well done.